Okay, so for my set for law and due process, what percentage of crime is federal? And that is 5%. Yep. And then, of course, the other 95% would fall under state jurisdiction. Um, let's see. What is a victimless crime? Provide examples. A victimless crime can be said to be a crime where the victim is the criminal, especially in light of the punishments for these crimes. Examples include prostitution, gambling, and illegal drug possession. Okay. The question I asked here was the population of state inmates blank that of federal inmates and has grown between 1978 and 2003, and it has uh, is meant to say that it exceeds the population of federal inmates over the last 40 years. I think it was the figure that you presented in the that was presented in the PowerPoint was 101.36 million in state versus 216,000 federal. Um, a felony is a serious crime. Um, and a misdemeanor is a less serious crime, obviously. So, what is the difference between sentencing between capital murder and first degree felony? Um, Capital murder is execution on life or life without parole. But let's see. Um, First degree felony would be 5 to 99 years, $10,000 fine. Second degree felonies, I think it was. I want to say it was 2 to 20 years, and the same amount for the fine, but I could be wrong about that. Let me check. 2 to 20 years. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Third degree felony is 5 to 10, maybe 2 to 10. Ah. State jail felonies. I can't remember that one. Okay, 180 days to 2 years, $10,000 fine. Let's see there. I don't remember that one either. Up to 1 year, $4,000 fine. Class B misdemeanors. Okay. It's less than $500, maybe? No? No. Oh. Up to 180 days, $2,000 fine. That was for Class B misdemeanors. Class C misdemeanors, $500. Okay. The three strikes law, that's 3 violent offenses, third, life in prison. Predisposition to crime factors would be age, gender, education, poverty slash income level. Okay. What is the rearrest rate for drug offenders in Texas? That would be 58.5%. Reincarceration rate is 26.6% for drug offenders. Which Texas city has the highest murder rate? If I read it correctly, it was Houston. And Austin is the lowest. Due process is sort of just proper procedures. It's what you're supposed to do in this case to make sure that this trial is handled as it should be constitutionally. Okay. What prohibits police from conducting unreasonable searches? The Constitution, the Texas Constitution, the Fourth Amendment. But there are exceptions to exceptions where you can search without a warrant, and those are pedestrians, prisoners, and cars. Probable cause would be probable cause. It's kind of the sufficient information to lead a reasonable person to believe that evidence is contained on the premise, thus a warrant for invasion of privacy is justified. What are potential issues with the phrase reasonable person? Description can be used to justify mere suspicion, and such suspicions are not always reasonable. The exclusionary rule. I don't know. Okay. Evidence acquired in violation of the Fourth Amendment may not be admitted in court. Okay. Define good faith. Law enforcement acted on a search warrant they believed valid.